Well, good evening, everyone. I hope that got you ready to go for tonight as we were returning to Mirkwood. It feels like it's been a while, but that was because last week we had our International Tabletop Day roundtable. There's a lot of, sounds like there's a lot of tables in that title, but I think there's only two. So it's been 2 weeks since we've been back here, so we're gonna do a little comprehensive review here, just get everyone back to where we are. Considering last time we were also down a player, Jake is back tonight. So, without further ado, let's get right into a recap. So, the Fellowship here, in their endeavors to help Beaufry, son of Beaufort, re-establish the old forest road that runs through about the heart of Mirkwood. They need to start beginning a few tasks in order to prepare and gather resources to do such a thing. Knowing full well that an endeavor like this will take at least a year, probably more, before the Old Forest Road is in any capacity to be traversed safely. At Beaufry's advisory, the Fellowship went north, past the Old Ford and heading for the Easterly Inn, which is an inn just settled just south of the Forest Gate of Mirkwood, where they met. Some of them met again, some for the first time, a pair of hobbits who run the inn, and the deal that they attempted to broker there was money in exchange for them to house workers that would be coming to work on the Old Forest Road. Before such a deal could be agreed upon, a familiar face came bearing ill tidings. Beorn. He informed the hobbits that an old rivalry of his with a tribe, with the chieftain known as Viglund, has begun lashing out yet again, and has such pushed the Beornings out of the Forest Gate, now making it quite treacherous nearby. Having anybody coming through or potentially staying could draw attention to the hobbits, and he refuses to let that happen. The Fellowship volunteered to go speak with Viglund, and at Beorn's request would stay their blades, only using their words to hopefully broker a peace deal that would allow safe passages in the region. This did not go well. But the Fellowship kept their word. Lindsay's camera almost fell off as she is messing with it. Now you're dark. Where'd you go? What happened?
Don't mind me. Don't mind
touch
me.
the tech.
I just keep touching things all the time.
Don't touch.
Tech it.
I got it.
You worked in stage crew. You should know better than to touch things once they're placed.
Oh, look at that. That's funny. That was great. I didn't even know that was a thing we had.
No, in stage crew with how we were working because of our managers, it was always like, that's wrong, go touch it from behind the curtain. Anyways. Hey, look, Tech Cat's here. Right when I placed it.
You angered her.
Yeah.
So, the party did keep their promise and stayed their blades, though having a minor tentative agreement with Viglund, that he would pull his forces back if the Beornings would be willing to send him farmhands. Based on the observations the Fellowship had of Viglund's village and people, they got a pretty good indication that these farmhands would probably be slaves. And they knew full well that Beorn would never agree to such a thing. They returned to Beorn with this news, and without more than a second to think about it, Beorn told them that in the next morning that they would march north for the Forest Gate to fight back against Viglund. The party realized that they were used as pawns merely to delay Viglund from doing anything further rash and giving the Beornings time to muster some amount of forces to face them. The next morning, the Fellowship headed out north, came across essentially a roadkill that was being picked apart by Grimhawks and 2 hill trolls.
Whoa.
The battle was bloody. Bloodier than some may have expected. With our dwarf here being stuffed in a sack. and being squished
We've
in.
got
Poor
one. Let's
Vidar.
go, boys.
Yeah.
Follow
I
me
can
for the
only
plot.
imagine how pissed off Vidar was during all of that.
Yeah. I'm glad I have one of each like damage type weapon now. I'm a walking arsenal because I've been in so many situations.
He's just like, I'm prepared.
The dwarven Swiss Army knife that is Vidar. But alas, they did successfully slay their foes and continued heading north, eventually coming only a couple hundred feet from the forest gate in a clump of trees where they could scout. At this moment, Salphos is not with them. He had stayed behind many days ago when they originally left Viglund, departing south, in an attempt to make sure they were not being followed, and if Viglund was making any moves that they were unaware of. So that's where we're going to begin tonight. The three of you, Mathan, Vidar, Nayla, you're in this clump of trees that you have just arrived in. You see the camp and defenses out ahead of you, and you have probably about a half a day of Beorn and the rest of the Beornings behind you. This is roughly where we ended last time, and I know people said no, we will just wait, but I'll give you just one more opportunity to curiosity because we were running late that night. Is there anything you guys wish to do, or would you just like to wait?
Can I try hunting again to get us like some rations?
Oh, crap.
Technically, you hunted this day already.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
so,
did.
okay, so
It's the same day.
Rats.
Still.
And it looks like we already short rested because I have 4 hit dice left, according to my
Yes.
sheet. So
You short rested
Yeah, we
right
did that.
after the fight.
Can I chop off my own arm and eat it?
You can certainly try.
Just for humor.
I feel
Was
like we
not
have to
Just for
wait.
expecting
humor's
that.
sake. Just for humor's sake. What role would that be?
What weapon would you use?
Let's go Arabane. Why the fuck not?
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
you wouldn't even need to roll to hit. I would just have you roll damage, and it's just a matter of time and probably a couple Constitution saves to see if you could stay conscious while you're doing this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, waste
13 radiant
Waste.
slashing.
waste those natural 20s now on a useless roll.
You do that, and Haru just looks at you, and you can see him just go.
What, you want a bite?
Actually, I think I fed him before Nayla could feed herself, so he should be more fed than his own tamer.
And Nayla did prioritize Haru's hunger and Vidar's.
Fun. I have a failed death save. Why is that?
Because I don't know.
Because you died.
I don't
came
think I
back.
went
Oh.
unconscious.
Well, then
I thought you died during the encounter.
I mean, if you're conscious now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It goes
it's
away.
gone.
Yeah, so I'm just unchecking that.
Back
Anyways,
from the dead.
I don't think. What time of day is it?
It's about late afternoon.
I don't think there's much more else we could do here.
At this rate, Beorn and the other Beornings would probably arrive late evening.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because I said she was going to spend the next few hours. Nayla, I mean, she was going to spend the next few hours just watching the
We did-
like encampment below.
I'm pretty sure we sent Haru back with a note, though.
Yes,
You did.
yes. So Haru is not even with them right now. I think to say that we made it, right?
To say we
Right.
made it and give him an idea of the forces to expect.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was like 20 something. I wrote this down. Maybe.
Sounds like we're pretty much waiting for Beorn to
Waiting
arrive.
for Beorn
Yeah.
and the Beorns at the fjord.
10 to 20 people from tent to tent, going from tent to tent with small barricades.
I
One
mean,
person brings in a horse and rides north.
20 people? I can take 20 people by myself. Like, I don't know what they're expecting.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess we'll wait.
Okay. I just
Unless
wanted to
they
be
put
sure
me in
because I
a
know
sack.
we were running overtime last time, and if case people didn't want to do
Yeah.
anything, just so we wouldn't keep going, I wanted to give them another opportunity.
And
Okay.
it looks like Haru
All
is
right.
not full health.
So
Huh.
the three of you rest up, hunker down, wait for Beorn to arrive. Several hours pass. The sun arcs over into the west and dips behind the misty mountains. The droning of bees and the chirping of birds is slowly transitions to that of crickets in a starry sky. Eventually, at around 9, 10 at night, you hear some rustling in the distance behind you in the south, and you can see the group of Beornings and one very tall figure above the standing among them, as you would probably assume to be Beorn, making their way in your direction.
Like, have
Above
you ever
them, you see
thought,
circling.
like, they're called Beornings because his name's Beorn? What if they get a different leader or something?
Hmm. Have you ever? Maybe you should try it. You can be the Iron
dwarves are
Dwarf, and
sometimes-
your people can be the Vidarians.
The dwarves are sometimes called Durin's folk, so I guess it's...
That's fair.
Yeah. Beornings. Oh, Beorn! We were waiting for you before we engaged in any sort of combat.
As the Beornings come up sort of like right behind the clump of trees that you guys settle in, they start sort of spreading out, making some semblance of a camp. Beorn comes up as you hail him. Very wise, Master Dwarf.
I assume you got our
Let it go to your
message.
head. We did. And he sort of looks to the sky and whistles, and Haru flaps down and lands on his forearm. I did receive your message. And he extends his arm over to you for Haru to jump back to you.
Yep, she'll hold out her whole entire arm so he can get on
Yep,
her and
Haru flaps over, lands, and you see everyone. If you're looking, you see her arm like just dip just a bit from the weight of Haru, and then he hops up to the heavily leathered shoulder.
one giant ass claw on the shoulder, the other like right at the elbow.
So it's based on your message. They have some defensive positions and a handful of defenders.
So far from what we can see.
A message did go out north. However, there's been no activity since.
If no one has returned, then he is probably heading further north. It'll be some time before he returns. Very well. We'll make camp for the night. Preferably next morning we will attack. Ready yourselves. I will speak with you again. And he walks off to attend to his followers.
His peeps.
As you three sort of continue to keep watch and make preparations, another hour or so goes by, and a couple of Beornings sort of out on the far left flank of you. You hear some expressive chatter, almost like an alertness, seeming like as if something is drawing their attention over there.
I'll go check it out.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Nathan just hears that and just goes, okay.
I mean, I'm just sitting around here counting how many rocks are in the forest because I have nothing
Yeah, if I
better to
keep-
do. So yeah, I'll go check it out.
Yeah, if I keep watching people run around like ants below this, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, you make your way over to the far left of the encampment. And there's a handful of Beornings. This is by no means an army. At most, there might be 30 of them total, not counting Beorn. Beorn might as well count as 10 people. But you head over there and you see about 3 of them. One gripping an axe, the other 2 spears, and you see them looking at a figure approaching probably less than 10 feet from them, saying, "Identify yourself. What are you doing?" Salphos, you find yourself being not necessarily harassed, but interrogated at a distance as you approach this Beorning encampment. You have been scouting for the past few days on a slow retreat from Viglund's camp. In that time, after your companions had left, you noted very little activity, very little movement coming back into towards Viglund. So you began making your way south back towards the forest gate, assuming that's where your companions would return, and at the worst case, you would return to the Easterly Inn. But the last day, you were overtaken. English.
Hey.
Overtaken by a roaming band of Viglundings coming from the north, but heading south. You quickly hid as they passed you, and they headed in a southwesternly direction, seemingly away from the forest gate. Nonetheless, this is new activity to you. But you have returned to the Beornings. And you are being harassed.
By the Beornings?
3 Beornings, because it is like 11 at night, and you are approaching their camp, and they're alert.
What's going on here?
I'm searching some companions and Beorn. I'm a scout for the team. I have some word of Viglund's movements.
Yeah, likely story. Probably a spy for Viglund.
Do we see him at
Do
this
I
point
hear or
walking
see
up?
any of this?
Nathan, you stayed back, from my understanding.
Okay, yeah, I did.
The other
I
2
wasn't sure if that was within my
If I was a spy, you wouldn't have seen me.
They want you to think. That's what they want you to think. Yeah, it's the 2 of you. You hear this, and as you get closer, I mean, it is dark out, but those with dark vision, Vidar, you can clearly make out the facial features of Salphos, and you were able to recognize him.
Yeah, you having some trouble over here, guys?
Master Dwarf.
Who's this? I ask, gesturing to Salphos, asking the guards.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no, he just showed up here, thinking he's a spy for Viglund.
You know what? I think you might be right.
Fire, it's too dark. Who is it?
It's Salphos. I tease. I know him.
Oh.
Hey, Vidar's gonna get him fucked up.
No. I would intervene
you
before it
know-
got that bad.
You notice the very angry look of one of the Beornings, like, don't you fucking mess with me. You were about to kill this man, and you're over here making jokes.
I could have better stopped her. It's okay. Come on, come with us, Salphos. Come on. It's been a bit.
It has, Dwarf. But I don't bring good news, unfortunately.
Well, if you're talking about the hill trolls, we already took care of them.
Not hill trolls, big linens.
Great. What about them?
They're moving southwest. They should be west of here almost soon.
Southwest.
We should probably inform Beorn of this development.
So if they're moving southwest, are they moving away from here then, or are they coming up?
I think they're trying to swing around and catch us between their 2 forces.
Yeah, that would make sense. Did you get a
Seems like
number?
555.
555. 555. 555.
And he was like, what?
fuck's a number?
Yeah. What kind of number is that?
Well,
One.
A number of them, I mean. Count a number of them.
well, I think
They took-
I think
Go
we
ahead.
should go talk to Beorn right now. Like, this is dire information.
Right? Meow.
All right, fine, whatever. I'll keep my mouth shut, maybe, this time.
I'm gonna go look for Beorn. He can't be hard
Somebody's
to
gonna
find.
die right there.
You all head back deeper into the encampment, and you find sort of the center. There's like a campfire, and you find pretty easily Bjorn just sort of sticks out among everybody. His large, long, wild hair and his mangled mutton chops. Just sitting at a fire, just sort of like staring into it, almost either in deep thought or is just letting his mind wander.
Beorn, there's been a development.
What development is this?
Salphos, tell him what you saw.
There's Viglunds moving southwest of here, moving southwest from the north. They should be west of here in short time.
Was it a large force?
It's numeral enough to be concerned.
That is troubling. As he sort of looks over the camp, looks through the trees over towards the forest gate, or if you look over, you see a couple of torches and a fire pit lit from a distance. You see some silhouettes move back and forth, but it's still so far away that it's really hard to make out anything other than what you've seen the other day. It is a risk, but there is a chance that they are not coming this way. But it is not one I am willing to take.
Well, we could try to head them off. Us four. I imagine we could delay if not defeat them. I don't know how large the force is, but I can
I was gonna say.
I can easily take like 20 men, I imagine.
I'm not there. I don't know.
Or we could try and take the encampment by the gate before morning. So if they are coming this way, the situation will be different than they're expecting.
I'm gonna look around. The hell did Nathan go? And I'm gonna go get him.
Alright, you walk off to go retrieve your companion.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Y'all wanted to wander off. I'm just
Well,
saying.
yeah.
I'm watching here.
Salphos just showed up and nearly caused some trouble already.
That sounds like Sophos.
Yeah, sounds like all of us. Come on, we're talking to Beorn. Salphos had some information to update with us.
Good or bad news?
I don't know yet.
So bad news. Okay, let's go.
Okay, I bring him back.
Okay.
You come back as Bjorn is discussing with Vidar. I would prefer the four of you here at the gate.
Why did I leave again?
What?
I was just there.
Okay, so what are you thinking, Beorn?
I would prefer the four of you here to take the gate. If this is Viglund's attempt to try and outmaneuver some assault of ours, then it should be headed off. Or at least delayed for us to secure the position here. I will lead a force west, and I will intercept them. I will either delay them, giving you time to take the gates, and fortify it if need be, and I will return. But I will have to take most of our forces, as it will probably be open fields.
That's fair. Take all your forces.
I wonder then
All of them.
if we could. I wonder then if we could use the cover of night right now to try to scout ahead already and see if we can find a weak point that might help us in the morning.
I think the 4 of us could take the fort in the night, and then we can rest up and be ready should we have to fight the next day.
We could try that too, but I would like to get more information on the fort if we can, find weak points, like I said, even free the people who are currently enslaved and get them out of any potential trouble sooner than later, before things completely break out. But, I mean, like, if we can, I don't know, maybe we can find, like, some food of theirs and screw with that, or if there's a barricade or something that we can take apart or undo, or something to sabotage, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If we can do that earlier on, then perhaps it would just make it easier if we do end up fighting in the morning or something, to just give us a further advantage, since we are going to be now with less numbers if Beorn's taking people west.
I will not sway you in one direction or the other. I will merely say this. There is no secret that our forces are here now. At the time we arrived, surely somebody over there had spotted the force. So they are aware of our presence.
Could you be a distraction then, as we try to take fort?
It depends on how soon we set out to intercept this force.
Like, I get it. It's been 2 weeks and I can't remember my teammate's name. I get it, Nayla.
I've only been traveling with you for God knows how long.
I've got a lot going on. You know, my day job is rough sometimes. No, I got it, Nayla.
You guys need team jerseys with the names on the back.
You want to give us every advantage we have. Honestly, I think attacking them fast and hard in the night will give us the most advantage we need. They will not expect a small force to strike them hard in the night. They'll have a lookout, but I imagine they're getting prepped for the battle they expect tomorrow. Especially if this is a coordinated assault.
If they're getting prepped for any sort of battle coming in the morning or with whatever number of force, then they're still prepping for some sort of force, and then because of that, they could probably take us down easily. I don't...
A lot of forces there.
I think... No, there's only 20 people at the camp. I don't know how many you saw west, but there's only 20 people at the camp.
Right, but they'll still be preparing for something greater than the 4 of us, since they, as Beorn said, already saw or expected, or are expecting now, greater numbers than 4.
I don't know. I just feel like we're overthinking this. I feel like we could just roll in there and just kill them. But we could also try sneaking in.
I like to roll in and kill them, but because I'm not exactly the most sneaky, in case you guys haven't noticed.
I could roll in the front door. You lot could sneak around and catch them by surprise. I can take all their focus.
Fire does a lot of damage.
Or
Salfos and I could also
That's
roll
a lot
up
of
front,
damage.
because Salfos is really good at taking hits too.
Or if
Whoa,
if 2 of us feel like, or if 2 people want to roll in front, and then the other 2 who are more stealthy in the wilderness, we could flank from around or behind or whatever and make it 2 fronts.
So I will just note this because the characters would know this going at this time of night, pushing midnight. You will be dangerously close to running exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
You took one short rest of 30 minutes and you're basically running on fumes at this point. And a short rest will not be sufficient. Granted, you can't long rest out here, but if you continue to operate throughout the night, you will run the risk of exhaustion.
So the idea of recon is...
nearby.
What was that?
I was making it. You can't rest. There are enemies nearby.
Oh. So the idea of recon or scouting is out.
We can sleep and rest up, and then we'll be topped off if Beorn brings back the second force here.
see Beorn as you're speaking, like look up into the sky towards the west, and you just hear him sniffing.
Now what?
Just trying to pick up their scent.
Okay, Beorn. I think you should take what forces you think you need. Feel free to take them all with you. We'll have this gate cleared out by the time you come back.
Probably won't be back for another day or so.
Perfect.
Don't know how far they are from us.
That'll
Well,
give
hopefully
us
that's
time to
enough
rest,
time.
Well,
one way or another.
This
do you feel
isn't.
like you need any of my forces?
I think some would be helpful, Vidar.
I'm I have a pretty large ego of myself, and so I'm not gonna give too much more input on how many men you think you might need to leave behind. I'll let the other three decide that.
What do you guys think? Half a dozen would maybe help? Not all at once.
I think. Bjorn, how many do you think you would need to take over West? You said not all of them, right?
I will take what you believe. I will leave however many you think you need.
My vote is 0. He leaves 0. That's my vote.
I'm fine with what Mathan said.
So that's 2 votes for 6, 1 vote for 0. Salphos, you're with me, right? 0 team? We can take this ourselves? Salphos? You're being,
Yes. I'm just making sure it's the best plan.
No?
I mean,
I guess I'm outvoted.
if we even had 6 of them, and Vidar and those 6 just roll in through the front, then it would just be a bigger and easier distraction to utilize for
That's what I was thinking.
others to try to come in and flank or something.
I will not march until just before sunrise.
So then we can at least
We've been
sleep.
marching all day.
Okay, I guess we'll sleep.
I think we're at least gonna need that. I don't think we can do anything tonight after our escapade with this hill trolls
All I'm
today.
saying is I got 3 rages left and 126 hit points that say I can.
Very well.
Vidar, he just needs adrenaline and a can-do attitude.
As long as
well.
I don't got any sacks, I'm good.
Very well. My forces will rest for the evening because we cannot march any further today. Just before sunrise, I will depart, leaving 5 for you.
That
Fair
works.
enough.
The rest of us will head west. If we encounter this Viglund force, we will do our best to either drive them off or decimate them. And then we will promptly make our way back to you, in hopes that you have recaptured the gate.
Don't worry about it. We'll have the gate.
Very well. Well, then I suggest you get some rest.
You
well,
too.
I'm not gonna be so stubborn that I don't sleep when it's given to me, no matter how much I disagree. I'm going to sleep.
Okay, night.
Don't worry, Vidar. You'll get all of the opportunity to fight everything you see tomorrow morning. That is definitely guaranteed.
Alright. So, the 4 of you return to your small section of the camp. Get comfortable in whatever bedrolls you have, blankets, or just out in the wilderness. You look up at the sky, and there's just dotted with shining and twinkling stars, and there's a bright moon out. The whole area is illuminated in like a bluish white light. and eventually some of the fires start to die out. The noise comes to a close, other than the few of those keeping watch on the whole encampment this evening. Everyone does their best to get some rest. And before the next morning comes, I need somebody in the party
This is a hunt check?
give me an eye awareness check.
I'm the one who did this
D20.
last time.
You can roll a d20.
Do you want me to
5 for the veil?
I think we should pass this around. I think everyone should roll it.
Kevin or Jake, go.
I'll do it. You said
as a
1d20 plus
reminder-
5?
As a reminder, before anyone rolls, because this is still new to us, anybody in the party can opt to spend inspiration to gain advantage on this roll.
Or you need inspiration to spend it.
It's like, yeah, I don't have any inspiration.
So D20 plus 5.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
And you have to
I've
get
been
above
hanging
an
on to
11.
mine.
DC is 11.
No, meets it beats it.
Don't say that in there,
I
please.
didn't clear
Jesus.
that.
Jesus.
Okay.
Generally meets
Okay.
it beats it.
Ooh. That was close.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, really. Who knows?
Nazgul will just come out of the forest.
That's it. We're done.
So, the next morning, just before sunrise.
We did get a long rest?
No,
Okay, go on.
you can't long rest out here.
Oh, wait, but
Oh, okay. See,
Nope,
it
this
doesn't
is
matter.
not-
We should have attacked at night because we didn't even get a long
But-
rest in.
but oh.
But what? What?
Okay. No,
What?
because it's not the place Nayla picked, so it's not technically. I guess her feature doesn't work here then.
Also, this is you're a couple 100 feet from an enemy that is aware that you are there.
Okay.
I'll sleep
What
like
up?
a baby.
Yeah. You know one place in each known land where you can safely long rest
Yeah,
is what I was
yeah.
thinking of.
I know.
I do have that. Yeah. I don't.
Wanderers for the win.
Yeah.
The next morning, just before the sun crests over the eastern horizon, the four of you are awoken with the movement of footsteps trudging through the long grass of the prairies of the vales. You come to see the march of the Beornings heading west, leaving behind roughly a handful, 5 of them for you. Out ahead of them is Beorn, under the cover of what is still somewhat nighttime. Knowing the sun will rise in probably an hour or so, they march off. And as the 4 of you get up and get ready,
Did I technically get a short rest in through the night?
you could have, yes.
Okay, never mind.
Crap.
What?
Nothing. I was banking on that long rest.
In the wilderness.
Ripperoni.
Ripperoni,
In the
pepperoni.
wilderness.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Long rests in Adventure in Middle-earth are pretty much exclusive to sanctuaries and locations where you feel absolutely safe. If you're out adventuring or journeying in the wild, that is never the case.
But what about
I'm
second
here.
breakfast?
With some exceptions. With some exceptions.
I don't think you've heard of second breakfast, Matt.
I don't think he's heard a second breakfast.
What about 11sies? Luncheon? Afternoon
Brunch?
tea?
I could throw an apple at you right now, I would.
Apple throw.
The Beornings that were left behind with you take up a moderate position in the trees looking out across the field. In the far distance, you see the tree line of Mirkwood jut out and then back up and continue off into the north, where a dirt road runs into where you know the gate to be. The day before, you could see wooden barricades and some tents and a hill sort of in some semblance of a fortified structure But as you move into position this morning, you can't quite see that, as a heavy fog has set in the early morning. It is so thick that as you walk out, it is probably would have reduced visibility to about 20 feet. There's one exception, though, is you can still see the peak of that hill. That you do see a couple of figures moving about on top of it. You see a couple of other things poking above the fog, one being a banner that was there the other day, and the peaks of 2 of the tents.
So, how are we doing this? I'm going in the front door.
I'm going with you to that front door.
Okay, then I think
Alright.
it would be best for Salfos and Nayla to try and flank.
And
You.
we'll take the men.
All of them?
You think the men? Oh God.
I think
Not like that.
Salfos and in a fight, right? I think Salfos and Nayla should take at least one of the Beornings apiece.
How about they take 2? We'll take 3.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Now you keep them in the front so they'll stay focused. So even if we are discovered, we might not be.
I
Or when we
agree.
are fleeking, we're not a major threat compared to the storm.
Hydrated,
I agree.
hydrate.
I think Salfos and I can keep our stealth more easily with just the 2 of us.
Okay.
With him and I being very accustomed to the wilderness here.
And with Mathan no longer here, I guess that makes me oh, Mathan's back.
Quick, say something bad about him.
Yeah.
Oh, hi!
I'll say, geez, you know, when I'm grabbing a beer, I can still hear you.
I was just gonna say that. I guess that puts me in charge of the Beornings, but no.
You can be in charge of Beornings. I don't give a shit. I just want to fight
Ah,
people.
excellent. Beornings!
Salfos, up to you. You can go with them or you can stealth with me. I don't care either way.
I like stealthing. It'll be good for a play.
Sounds good. Somebody
Beornings.
with
All of you will be
A brain.
charging up the front, through the front door, with Mathan and I. We'll lead the charge. You follow in behind
Just a-
us.
Just to be clear, Master Dwarf, there is no door. You know that, right?
I mean, there is an area that is the front of the camp.
Okay, just wanted to be clear
Our
that there's
allies are
no
gonna
door.
flank.
Okay,
Is this how you talk to Beorn?
most days, yes.
Oh, well, okay. Beorn runs a pretty good ship. So I appreciate your input.
Excellent. Oh, it's good to hear that.
Now, before we go up there, I'd like to get, since we're gonna be fighting side by side, I'd like to get to know each and every one of your names.
I don't think we have time for that, Master Dwarf.
I mean, just lightning fast, right? Just,
No, I don't believe we have
You
that.
were so eager to run in there, balls deep to attack. What are you procrastinating about now?
How long does it take to say a name? Vidar, Salfos, Mathan, Nayla. Boom. Not even 30 seconds. Don't worry about it.
I'm too
I
tired
love-
for this. I'm gonna go.
I love how you almost forgot Nayla's name again.
Something because of Lindsay's
I keep wanting to
character.
say Anelia.
Yeah, Lindsay. I know. I was to say that just like Lindsay character.
I know.
Okay.
Next character is gonna be something totally different. I swear. You at least have Jade and Strahd, okay?
Okay, men.
Next one
Fall in
will
line.
be Jada.
Shut up.
As you say, okay, men, you feel these 3 glares at you as you look back over and like, oh, those 3 are women.
Okay, soldiers, fall in line.
Oh.
To be fair, that's on me.
All right, Salfo, shall we
Do I
get
have to
ahead?
like double take? Like, I'd be like, oh.
No, you
Whoops.
don't.
Okay.
No, they're not like dwarves where it's really difficult to tell.
It's the
They are technically the race of the race of men, so it's not difficult to tell. All right, so
we got 3 women here. Hello.
so the 4 of you go out to get into position. What's the plan? As you look out from this tree line and In a couple of 100 feet, you can see roughly where the encampment is. You see the couple of figures on top of the hills. What would you like to do?
Bit of stealth.
Yep.
I say those guys are stealth, and I'm gonna look at Vidar and be like, I say we just walk up and say, "What up?"
Yeah. We'll
Alright.
just roll on up there.
Okay.
Tell them we're gonna tell them. You know what? Let's first ask nicely. Say, please give
Yeah.
us your gate.
I love that idea, Mason. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Got it. Me and Vidar are on a fucking wavelength.
Stealth rolls
Can I-
from Nayla and Salvos.
I believe, are we in the wilderness?
Yes.
I think we have advantage. I do, because of my armor at the very least. Yes.
It's Way of the Wild, right? Or no, it's the
It's part of known lands. If you're in your known land, you have advantage on stealth and can stealth at a normal pace. So I know that this region is something
what region are we in?
I know.
East Middle Vales.
Yeah, if you know East Middle
Nope.
Vales.
No, I was all like Greyvauld and like the northern Mirkwood area.
Okay.
But
you-
I have a
do you
cloak of
have-
Lauren though.
Oh, does that give you advantage?
It gives me expertise on stealth, pretty much.
Oh, okay. What level do you have hide in plain sight?
No.
Oh no, wait, never mind. That is something else. Okay. I guess that's it. I'm trying to remember all of Nayla's crap.
Oh wait, I have Sindarin boots that give me advantage on stealth checks
Oh,
that involve movement. So
okay.
can I make it magical? I haven't looked at the roll.
Let me
Sindarin
roll.
boots?
No, my cloak, Lauren.
Cloak of
Let
Lorien.
me look.
Hey.
Or when we went and visit. Yeah, I can make it and spend hit dice based on the effect I want to describe.
Oh. Wow, those are two stealthy individuals. I'm just curious.
Do you miss what's his name? Your wood elf character?
Talon
Your
here? Yeah, he
cloak
has
isn't for Salvos.
Yeah,
It's not. I thought it was.
No, it's for your other character.
Oh, is it? Okay, never mind.
Because he's the one who went to Lothlorien.
Oh.
Wow. Well,
So-
Salvos has never
Aracrin?
been to Lothlorien. Yeah,
I
so
can't keep track. Is that who is it? Okay.
So I guess that's
So-
it.
So good.
Which is still
20
good.
well,
No,
no,
it's
he
still
has,
advantage.
he has the boots
Yeah.
that gives him
Oh.
advantage.
Yeah.
But the cloak is
Does it?
actually a magical item, which he does not have. So 22 and a 27.
Yes.
Alright.
And
I see it in the character sheet. Okay.
Those are okay rolls, I guess.
and I don't know what level that is. But there's trackless steps for being a wanderer, at least for me, where I can't be tracked by any normal means through the wilderness.
Okay. Okay,
if
so
that matters.
it's good to know. We'll see. At this moment in time, to your knowledge, no one is tracking you. So the two of you take up your cloaks, throw up your hoods. Nayla, you let Haru fly above you so you're not carrying him.
Mm-hmm.
He circles high in the air to get literally a bird's eye view. And the two of you hunker down and stay beneath the fog as best you can, masking your movements. You feel stealthy. Where are you going?
I guess, are we going, I guess, around the side to see if there's like a side or back means of entering to infiltrate?
Which side?
Which way you want to go, right or left?
I guess I'll just bring up a map at this point.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
like,
I'm just walking down the
I
center.
thought I described to the point where it's like it's right next to the forest.
The forest,
and then
yeah,
off to the
so-
left is like miles of like open
You know what?
field.
Then let's cut through the forest. for
Yes.
more stealth.
Yes.
Up through the forest.
So that's the right
That would be to
if
the
we're
right,
facing.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Directions. Ow! I hit my elbow.
Okay, so you two veer off towards the right and make your way into the
there we
tree
go.
line of Mirkwood.
Holy big
And-
map.
Yeah, and you already went off of it, so
Oops.
let me just.
No matter how big you make the map, the players will always get off.
I wonder how much Brian hates us at this rate. Guys,
A
if he
lot.
just quits DMing at the end of this arc, you know why.
I mean, technically, you're not even on the map yet, but you
Right.
veered off into the forest, which is
Yep.
not on the map. So you were going to be essentially off in this direction.
Whoops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys disappear into the forest.
There's ghosts
You get
in this fog.
probably about 10 to 20 feet into the forest, and I assume you start making your way northward slowly, trying to get towards where the gate would be.
Yes.
That being said, I need both of you to give me survival checks because you have wandered off the elf path.
Oh no!
They're
I
gonna
was
get
wondering if that was
lost.
gonna be a thing.
They're gonna get lost 5 feet in Mirkwood.
You're in danger.
They're 10 to 20 feet into Mirkwood.
Wait, are we in Mirkwood?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, this
I
forest
was
is Mirkwood.
I've only said that 50 times tonight.
hoping we
That
weren't
is
in.
That region is
Technically-
Western Mirkwood.
Technically, that might be.
Totally. Yeah, that's one of mine. So we
I
can't
like
get
how
lost.
Salfos is just 5 feet over here, like, I don't know these lands.
I
And then
don't-
5 feet over
I-
here, he's like, I know these lands.
Yeah, I was hoping we weren't going to go in far enough to get hit by that, but hoops.
What'd you say, Salfos?
I know West Mirkwood,
Okay.
so we will be fine. Not
Does that
getting
do
lost.
anything?
Yeah, because it's a known land. I don't think we can get lost.
I do believe it specifically says you cannot get lost by natural means.
It says
Ah.
under normal
Yeah,
circumstances.
this is not
Okay,
normal.
okay.
There's elf magic at foot.
Elf magic.
Darn you, elves!
Magic.
I'm gonna go ahead and move you to
Oh yeah, survival check.
south for now. So yeah, survival checks from both of you, please.
Yes, but my DC's lowered by 2, so
Woo!
keep that in mind.
Woo!
Okay,
Natural
maybe they
20.
don't get lost.
And they aight.
Nayla, can you do me a favor and switch your character sheet to not constantly roll advantage?
Can I do that with this character sheet? Because it's the old one?
That shouldn't matter, I don't think.
Ah!
Survival check, please, Selphos.
Yep, I just
Got
making
it.
sure I don't need to do any.
Alright, I
There we
toggled.
go.
Okay, natural 20 and 24. Okay.
Haru's just above going like, "Mah! This way! Mah!" That was an owl bear
Well,
noise, not an eagle.
The tree canopy is so thick, even this shallow into the forest, that you've lost sight of Haru.
Oh, bird.
All right. Nathan
bye,
and
birdie.
Vidar,
Yes.
your tree encampment is off from this direction. This would be initially the direction you come from,
Oh, okay.
unless you're going to flank out around.
I
Just
don't
giving
think
you
so.
perspectives from where you guys are.
Cool, cool.
So what are you two doing?
Oh, I think we can just, like, flank out
Yeah, so
around
we're
to the
pretty
main
much-
road.
I thought we were just going up to the front.
We could go up to the front, too. But it might be a bit more disarming if we go up the main road with our smaller force. They might be like, hey, who are you?
Yeah, let's do that.
And
That's kind of what I meant by the front.
it'll
anyway.
also it'll draw their attention more away from supposedly where our allies might be, because I'm thinking they're gonna attack from the sides or behind. So we want to try and pull all the intention of the camp away from there. So I think we should loop around to the road.
Hey.
Okay, so you two are going
if you're okay, I
to make
want
your
to
way
loop
over to the
around
road.
to there.
Let's do it.
All right,
Not
you
being
bring
stealthy
the
at all.
5. You bring the 5
Nope.
Beornings with you.
No,
Just
I'm
gotta
going first,
rearrange
Nathan.
this.
I want to go first.
I want to go first.
Alright, paper, scissors, rock for it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Damn it.
all right.
Fine, you go first.
So
I'm doing this for me.
the two of you lead your Beornings off to the west slightly over to the actual dirt path. You just sort of march over, not really caring about it. The figures, from what you can tell on top of the hill, seem to have noticed your movements.
Yeah.
Salfosinela, you begin moving and weaving through the forest heading north. I do not know if anybody in the party has any particular desire in what order things happen here. So I don't know if these stealthy people are trying to wait for the other two to cause a ruckus, or if everybody is doing this simultaneously. Because if that was said, I didn't hear it. And if
It
wasn't
was-
said, then
Main group pull a lot of the attention and then flank in.
I think it would
So,
be, yeah, I
We'll
think
go
if we at
second.
least,
We'll go second.
yeah, if
How-
we at least got to our position first and then waited for chaos to start.
How far,
Going, then
how
we would
far
jump
up
in.
the path do I get before they get really tense and upset at me?
who?
The people on the hill.
From this distance, almost where you currently are at 100 feet, you can't tell if they're angry or tense or anything.
Oh, okay.
They're too far away. You just notice them stop, sort of moving back and forth, and like their silhouette, their shape seems to be angled in your direction.
I'm just gonna call out in the fog then. Ho! Viglundites! May we approach to discuss
Viglundites.
terms?
Give me a persuasion check.
-1 for 1.
1. Not bad. There is no response.
I'm gonna
Fish
turn.
by
I'm gonna
roll
turn
20
to
with
the
slow.
soldiers and I'm gonna say, okay, so the plan is, I'm gonna walk up first, and at some point they're probably gonna start shooting at me without talking. I was hoping to talk to them first, so we could get a little closer and give them a chance to surrender before the fighting broke out. But I don't think they're even interested in that. So I'll go first. I'll draw the first attacks, and as soon as they start attacking, we all just charge in there.
That sounds good to me.
Okay. Salfosinela, you guys move through the forest, and you eventually come to a almost tunnel-like clearing. And those that have been through here would recognize that they have made their way to the elf path. Immediately to your left, as you come out, would be going directly towards the gate, which would be heading in the direction of the encampment.
Okay.
Vidar
So-
and Nathan. Oh, go ahead.
So we're like right here-ish on the map then?
Roughly.
Okay, can I
So,
move
yeah,
my
you-
token there already?
You may.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I'm still hidden as I wait if I need to re-roll or anything.
You have not left.
Okay.
Not in this case.
Songs. Can we? Can I move like right here, right at the edge of the forest, or is that gonna break cover?
You can certainly try.
I'll wait.
Okay, so
You know,
two-
Brian's phrase, you could certainly try, really applies well to me as a trainer, too. Can I lift this? You can certainly try.
I wish I
Okay.
could say I came up with it. So the two of you, Nathan and Vidar,
Hi.
after Vidar shouts with a request to parley and was met with silence, you sort of shrug off and start marching up the road with the
I'm gonna-
warnings in suit.
I'm gonna lead, and while I'm walking up, I'm not gonna charge yet. I'm just walking right now, but I will. I'm walking nice and slowly, just a little tense, maintaining the dodge action. And the trigger for that is if somebody attacks me.
Okay.
I'm essentially taking the dodge action every turn because I know I'm walking into dangerous territory.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna test to see what happens when I just start walking. So I'll go there. I guess. How far along the path do I get before they start yelling or shooting me?
How do you have the Beornings moving with you? Are they out in front? Are they
They're
behind
behind.
you? Are they flanking?
Nathan and I are
moving
first,
sort of like. Okay.
and we're gonna go up in a line. I'm gonna punch through between the barricades, and once we get inside, we can spread out.
Okay. You just slowly creep up, and at this point, you get enveloped by the fog, and your vision is reduced to about 20 feet. The fog for a dwarf, it is above your head, so you can't even see above you.
I can't see anything.
The hill itself almost disappears, from at least from your perspective. Those that are higher up on this hill might still be able to see you, but the two of you, I assume, if Nathan is moving up with you, move up, get 10 feet up, and then
Like this?
another. Well, from where you were, so like.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm
Yes,
narrating.
yes,
as
Yeah.
you're moving. You get
And I'm
10 feet
10
up, and then a
Don't be dear
total of
fighter.
20 feet up. And as you get to like the 25 feet, you can just hear the or the unique sound of bowstrings. And it's funny that you said maintain the dodge action, but I need dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that gives me advantage. I'm pretty sure dodge gives me advantage on dex saves.
Does it?
Let me look it up. I might be wrong.
Woohoo!
I'm just
Combat
fucking
dodge.
neoing those fucking arrows.
You make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Yes.
I'm
Nathan with a natural 20.
I'm not I've played some D&D, but advantage might not save me.
Oof.
You hear the and
I can't even
you
see where the
try
arrows
to
coming
you can't
from.
you just hear it and you can't see where it's coming from, but you know what's coming, and you hear just like the faint whistle go, and then splitting the fog is just a hail of arrows coming at you guys. And since you were out in front, the two of you take the brunt of it.
Good.
Nathan, you pull up your sword out of instinct, and you're able to parry off one of the arrows. You take 6 piercing damage. Vidar, you do get hit twice and actually take a full 11. And at that point, we are going to roll initiative, and we're going to take our 5-minute break. So
Wow!
don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Are we
just gonna
rolling
pull out.
initiative
Are we
right
rolling
now?
first before
Well,
break?
after.
Okay, after.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We are going to get right back into this session of the Darkening of Mirkwood really soon. But first, we have our typical announcements. So tomorrow night, per usual, we will have our weekly paint and chat with Lindsay, aka Creative Lee. That did not break the sound barrier for once. Cool.
I have food in my mouth.
So any of you that are... Great announcement.
That's why it wasn't so loud.
So any of you that may be new here, once a week, Lindsay sits down and paints a miniature here on Twitch. It's usually different every week, depending on her and I currently got into wargaming, so now we have massive units, so it might be some repetition. But come on by, you can chat and hang out, and you might, if you're interested in miniature painting, Lindsay's really great to learn off of, to get some tips and tricks and get involved in more ttrpg stuff.
I'll be doing
then
Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were done.
Nope, I was moving on.
Oh, I'm gonna do a Wave 14 mini tomorrow from Pathfinder
Ooh.
to take a break from Star Wars Legion before I chuck my Pathfinders across a wall.
Well, don't do that.
I have
They're
Star
needed on
Wars
the field of
Legion
battle.
coming in.
I got a rock.
on Friday, Lindsay will be back playing more Knights of the Old Republic.
No, I won't.
Right, we don't be here. Never mind.
won't
There
be
is no
here.
stream this Friday.
We forgot we're going on vacation.
Yeah,
Vacation?
Vacation.
Was that
Vacation.
approved? Did you get
it's
that
like a
approved in HR?
Yeah, Matt, I approved of Matt. I was drunk. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Why?
Kevin.
Wait.
Wait, Kevin's HR now?
Yeah, I was just like, wait, why am I?
I guess
is
you're
Kevin
HR. You
HR?
volunteered.
Oh, no.
Checks in the mail, Kevin.
Oh no.
So yes, this Friday will be no stream. But Saturday, Matt should be streaming
Not
in the
this
morning.
Saturday.
We are. You know what? Fuck you. This is all we're doing this week. You know what? Who do you think you are? You don't just get streams every week. It's not a guarantee.
So it's a very busy month for many of us. And this
Yeah.
this
Man,
Saturday
can I see you
is
in my office?
This Saturday is my mom's birthday, so you have to cut me some slack.
Not good. Not good. Not good.
But I
Alright,
will
so
be
yeah.
back the following Saturday with a big update. We gotta by then the party will be finished with the dungeon they're in. They will have collected the first artifact, and we have 2 more artifacts to develop, and I guess technically 3 more, and 3 more dungeons to get set up and go through. So we have stuff to plan before the end of the campaign, but the end of that campaign is coming up soon.
Oh man.
Yes. So
So yeah, next Tuesday.
We're finishing out tonight's stream, and then we'll be back tomorrow night, and then you can catch us again next week. But if you need something to fill that void in that interim, we are running Curse of Strahd as a podcast. You can go ahead and find that out on any major podcast provider. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wherever you get your podcasts,
Yeah, wherever you
can
get your
find it.
podcasts.
Yeah, wherever, Spotify, Google, Apple, wherever. Look for AdventureCheck, and it's Curse of Strahd. I believe we have 6 sessions up right now. 7th one will be posting probably in the next few weeks. And we have our first in-person session coming up.
Yeah, I get to do this in everybody's
Oh.
faces.
So that should be fun. So, if you have heard what's going on in the background with some ambient sounds and music tonight, then you may be familiar or you may want to know more about Battle Bards. Battle Bards is a tabletop RPG ambient sound service. You can go out and get yourself a Battle Bards Prime subscription in order to give yourself that little extra immersion at the tabletop when you're doing sessions like this. You're running a dungeon. You want those ambient sounds to really pull your players in and make them feel like they're actually there so they can make those decisions or be creeped out. If you hear some of the stuff that gets played on Strahd, it's a little creepy. But that being said, you should go over and check it out. It's really great. We're currently using the caster, so as you can see, we're all in different places because we're still dealing with COVID stuff. And in the middle of the week, virtual sessions are just easier. But every single player here can hear the music and the sound effects, so you don't have to be in the same room. If you get a subscription, you get access to that caster, a soundboard, so you can mix and match. You can upload your own audio to add your enhancements, and you get 20% off any purchases made in store. So you should head over to battlebards.com, check out that BattleBards Prime subscription, and use our coupon code ADVENTURE to get a little bit extra and to help support us. That being said, we do have a survey for you guys for anybody who is interested or is looking, who listens to other tabletop podcasts. This is specifically from BattleBards. They're working on updating their platform in order to promote exclusively tabletop podcasts. So if you're looking for more of those and you find them hard to find, or you're looking for a different interface, they're working on it. And their survey is trying to help the listener and the viewers determine what sort of visual interface will work best for them, and ultimately what you guys are looking for. Google's great for all podcasts, but if you're specifically looking for tabletop, BattleBards has it coming, and if you help with the survey, it will get them that much closer to getting at what you want. So,
Tell me what you want, what you really mean. Just
wunderbar. All right. So, I do believe that's everything, unless I'm forgetting something, and I will be told so in a moment if I am.
If you're also not happy with us being on stream later for the weekend and everything, you can always catch up on our stuff on YouTube.
On YouTube. Yes.
YouTube!
No, YouTube.
And while I might not be streaming for AdventureCheck, I do my own personal streams
Yes.
throughout the week. So if you are hankering for more content, it is not D&D related. It is just vibing and gaming. But I'll be around.
It's Matt being Matt.
Yeah. And what more could you ask for?
Matt to be drunk, Matt.
I like the way you think.
With that, let us return to Mirkwood, and I need initiative rolls from all of you.
Woo!
I already
Already
got
gave
fucked up.
Now you fucked up.
Ah, shit.
Now you
Oh,
really
jeez.
fucked up.
Oh no.
Hold the line! Do not go ahead of me!
Everyone runs past. What the heck?
Sorry, did you say something?
Well, that
I know
changes
it's not a
things.
inspirational leader, isn't he? Hold the line. Run, run, run. Son of a bitch.
Well, no one's run past me yet.
All right, so that brings us to the top of the round with Salphos. You heard and probably saw the archers on the hill make attacks off in the direction of the south towards where you believe your friends to be. What would you like to do?
He said I saw them on the hill.
From this distance, you can't see them on the hill, yeah.
Okay,
So
there they are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak forward, I guess.
Okay.
Any checks need to be made?
Not yet.
Okay. So I will move to the edge of the forest here.
Yeah, if you stay on, are you staying on the path and coming out, or are you moving through the forest?
Moving through the forest.
All right, that will be difficult, rough terrain, so that'll be half movement.
Okay. One more. There we go. Right, 5, 10, 15. Yep, that's fine. Oh, I guess I'll use my cunning action to allow me the dash to the edge.
Okay. Once you get out there, it is no longer rough terrain. Though you are in the fog, and anything level with you, the hill is a bit of an exception. You can only see 20 feet in any direction.
Okay.
All right.
Hey.
That
Yep.
ends Salphos. So that'll bring us to somebody else.
Somebody else. Don't know who.
That will bring us to the Beornings.
I'm just going to. I mean, I guess they're going to do what they're going to do.
As the arrows cut through the fog, and you hear them like hit into the ground and make contact with their current leaders, they take out their weapons and you just roar a battle cry, and they dart past you, charging headlong into battle.
You know, fair. I can't fault them for that. I would do the same thing.
I'm like a Vidar. I like these boys.
What? They're not all boys.
I like these girls.
They charge past you, and
I like whatever they are.
let's see how far is that from you guys? Yeah, they disappear into the fog, and the next thing you know is you hear the clashing of wood and metal, and just this the sounds of battle immediately.
Oh, so
that
are they
will
fighting
end.
a line right there?
Maybe, you don't know. You just hear it. You can't see the Beornings anymore because they are beyond the 20-foot range.
Well,
It's just to go further beyond.
I could plus ultra. I mean, I can pretty much go anywhere I need to on this map, so it'll be fine.
That's what you think. That will end their turn. Nayla.
So the three at the top here, when it was Salphos' turn, you said they were kind of obscured by the fog?
They sit above the fog. They're on a hill.
Oh, okay. So I can see them.
The three archers.
Yeah. So I can see them. Can I see them clearly from here to make a shot?
You can make an attack from the forest and the setup of the hill. They will have half cover.
Okay. I'm going to. Might as well give it a shot. I'm first going to move up 10 feet because they're actually out of range right now. So I will just move up right here.
Okay, that's
And-
20 feet of your movement.
Yes. Yeah, and then I'm going to pull out my Great Heart Antler Bow and knock an arrow and make 2 attacks at the archer closest to us, the one right here.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attacks.
And that is with advantage because of having advantage the first round of attacks in the wilderness.
Okay. So you take an arrow out of your quiver. Go ahead.
Oh, you don't need it.
Oh!
Oh, wow, you went from one to the
I
other.
mean, that's
You do
technically.
have advantage.
Yeah, that's
It wasn't
so the
very
natural
big,
one
so-
is the disadvantage part of the advantage. So roll
Oh,
your
that's
next
right, because
attack.
I toggled it now. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Let me
So
toggle
natural
it
20
real
will
quick and
hit.
do the next. Okay.
So do your next attack.
Okay,
And a
so
24 will hit.
okay, cool.
The duality of humanity.
All right,
Go ahead, and
so
go ahead and roll your damage.
so that's 20 for the first, and then 7 for the second, and these aren't enemies of the shadow or anything, right?
They are not.
They are not. Okay, let me make sure. One fighting in the wilderness for rounds of attacks have advantage. Okay, nope, that's it.
Right, so you take 2 quick shots from the forest.
Oh, I
It
forgot
arcs-
to put
What'd you forget?
Haru, my bird.
Oh, well, he's circling above right now.
Okay.
You
Oh, can I
add-
at least roll
you can-
initiative?
At the top of the round.
Okay, fair enough. He's probably so high above anyway. He's using it to swoop down.
Wanna get high?
The two arrows fly through the air. They arc above the tents and onto the hill. The archer closest to you takes the first one as he's out there aiming. It takes a square in his back, and he takes 2 steps forward, and the other one comes right behind him and right through the throat. And he goes, "Pop," and he just falls to the ground dead.
Oh. Whoops. That's my turn.
Whoops!
I didn't mean to
killed him.
kill you. I'm
Whoops.
sorry.
I didn't
Just
know.
fired lethal projectiles at you. I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Anything
just really
else?
surprised he got down and would. No. I put
Really, Mom?
Haru.
You think a map this size, everything's gonna have 100 hit points?
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I put Haru on the map. I'll roll at the top of the round for initiative.
We're gonna come up later. Jesus, Nayla, what the fuck you do?
He will be out here because he was circling above.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because he lost sight of you in the forest. He doesn't know where you are.
Aw, poor
I'm a-
birdie.
That'll end your turn, Mathan. For the sake of it, Nayla, I will say Haru is like 80 feet off the ground.
Good to know. Can I put okay.
I got it.
Oh. Cool.
Mathan.
Okay, I'm gonna use 30 feet of my movement. Whoops. I don't know if I selected my right cursor. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so I'm gonna use 5 feet of my move, or blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ. 30 feet of my movement. Can I just go there so I can stop talking, please?
Where are you going? Right there.
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use my full movement. And then I'm gonna draw out my sword. And unless nothing else.
Okay, so
Yes.
you move 30 feet into the fog, and you draw your weapons. And you see a handful of your Beornings and 2 of the Viglundings, and you come into the fog and you see them in this vicious melee between one another. You quickly look over the forces of Viglund right here, the two that you immediately see. They're bare-chested, holding axes, cloaked in furs from the waist down, and they're donning wolf pelts. And their faces and their whole bodies are marked up in what looks to be like a red paint.
I have a bad feeling about these guys.
Oh, that's really cool, but I'm very suspicious.
They just scream
So that's-
barbarian.
That's your movement. Anything else?
I'm gonna take an action to yell out, "Save some for me, boys!"
All right, you shout out to
Does
your
he get
forces
any
from
glares?
the ones you can see. Does
Huh?
he get any glares?
Yeah, does he get any glares? Yeah.
He's,
Probably not.
he's talking to the
Shit.
troops, not them. That will end your turn then. That will bring us to these people.
Oh, just not being gender safe.
Which will do stuff. And that will
Things.
bring us to Vidar.
Finally! Ah. Okay, so I actually can't see this battle line.
No, you can't.
So with my hammer drawn, I'm going to just use 20 of my 45 feet of movement to get here. And once I'm here, then I can see it, right?
You see the ones that are currently revealed, and you see an additional one enemy and one of your Beornings.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to, because that's 20 of 45, which I have 25 left. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to flank behind this individual,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my bonus action to enter a fury.
Okay.
I'm just going to smack him with my warhammer. Now, do I get advantage for flanking, or do I have disadvantage from something else?
You have advantage for flanking this individual.
Okay. No need to reckless then. First attack,
28 will hit.
second attack,
22 will hit.
dealing 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
So you run up after Mathan towards the battle line, and you get into the fog, and you quickly assess the situation the best you can. You immediately lock onto one of your Beornings, clashing with one of these wolf-headed individuals. You quickly dart around him as you bring out your warhammer, and you come up behind him, and you smack into the back of his calf, and he breaks down. You bring up the hammer up over your head, and you come down right onto his clavicle. You hear that as he just immediately goes
God.
limp and falls over.
And I look at the Beorning who is flanking with me, and I say, "Help your friends!" And I specifically point out this individual.
Okay. That'll bring us to the top of the round. You may roll initiative for Haru. Nine. Okay. Salvos.
Alrighty, I will use cunning action to dash. He said I'm not in difficult terrain. Oh, am
Currently
I
where
muted?
you are. If you take that path, you will be because of all the debris and stuff that is there.
Okay. So it'd be more like there. And this is the start of the difficult
50. Yeah, that'll be the
So
50.
50, 60.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that then.
You dart through the fog, and as you get closer, the camp starts to reveal itself, and you dart over a couple of cut down trees, some logs, and some bedrolls, and you get to about in between what appears to be two large tents.
Okay, do I need to maintain any stealth checks?
At this point, you've darted out into the open. So it's not maintaining, you have left stealth.
Okay.
Bye.
Boy. I guess I'll hide back in the fog and around this debris then.
So you use your action to hide.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Give me a stealth check.
Ooh.
25. You envelop yourself into the fog and get low, sort of try to be beneath it. See what it does.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to the mainline forces. Which one is dead? They are going to make several attacks at their opponents.
Ooh, those are some good rolls.
Oh, wow.
Hashtag damn.
And against the Beornings, yeah, the 18 and the 20 will hit. They just bring up their clubs, and you just hear, and the melee just continues as the two sides continuously trade blows. That will not end their turn just yet.
Oh wait.
That brings us to the archers, who yet again, Vidar and Mathan and all the Beornings. I need dexterity saving throws.
No longer
boy.
at advantage. A 4.
Oh no.
An unnatural 20.
I'm not even rolling high.
Vidar, you get pelted with 11 piercing, halved down to 6 from raging. Mathan, you will also take 6.
Boop, boop.
And that will actually, you see one of the arrows just connect with one of them, and one of the Beornings drops.
Oh, hell no.
Oh no, Matt just got disadvantage.
Actually, 2 of the Beornings drop from that hail of arrows. That will end their turn.
Well,
I'm about
GG
to
no
fuck somebody
re.
up.
Oh no.
That one is that brings us to the Beornings. This one's going to move here, and you see these two move off in this direction. They will make their 2 attacks, which will hit.
So you guys lost how many Beornings already? 3? 2. So you have 3 left?
Yep.
The number,
Yep.
the number on the map isn't 5. Maybe because I
What?
can't see the 5th one because of the fog. But
Oh yeah, you can't see the 5th one, so you don't even know what's going on
Yeah.
at that one.
Okay.
Mathan.
But we've only lost them to archers.
True. Okay. I'm gonna run up to this boy and go, come here, boy. And I'm gonna be slashing at him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
And there we go.
As you run through the fog and you run up alongside one of your fallen comrades, and you just pull out Erebane and Bane of the Dunedain, and you just release a flurry of slashes. 27, a natural 20, and a 14. The 14 just barely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for everything.
Oh wow.
This guy's about to get fucking massacred.
Yeah, he just gets eviscerated.
Good. I think I used 20 feet of my movement. I think I was down here. 10, 15, 20. Yes, so I'm gonna use my other 10 feet of my movement. Come next to Vada.
Yeah, so you run up and you do like a spin of slices against that guy, and you just sort of roll off of him and run up alongside Vidar all in like one motion. And that will end your turn.
I like this
Nayla.
fog effect. It makes it surprising. It's my turn.
Yes.
What am I doing? I will move up another 10 feet from where I am. From that
Okay.
position, can I still see the archers clearly from the hill?
Yes, because they are above the tent.
Okay, just
But
making
they still
sure.
have half cover.
Oh, that's right. I don't have advantage this time. Boop, 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 boop. What do I want to do? I'm going to try attacking again. This time the archer now closer to me, the one that's in the middle.
Okay.
And I'll do 2 more arrow attacks. See how that goes. I tried to press on arrow. That's not a thing. Here we go. Great Heart Antler Bow. 29. 28.
Those will both hit.
That's awesome. Okay. 13 and 14 piercing damage for that guy.
Yep, the first one hits his forearm that's holding the bow, and he drops down and grabs the arrow, and he quickly pulls it out. But as he pulls it out, another one comes in and hits him right into the side, getting enough penetration through his hides to hit his lungs. And he will drop.
Oh, snap. Okay. That's cool. At least taking care of the archers. Is it Haru's turn next?
Do you have anything else? Movement?
No, that's
actions?
it for Nayla.
Okay.
She moved already to an extent.
That's Haru.
Yep. Haru is gonna hear Nayla give a quick whistle, and Haru is just going to dash his full movement, so down to 80 feet to just be on eye level with everybody. Or
Okay.
does that mean he goes in the fog then if I do that?
If he will dive down into the fog.
How-
Nayla will lose sight of him.
How high up is the fog from ground level?
About like 8 to 10 feet.
Okay, then I'll have him go. I'll use his dash still, but have him go like to above the fog, like 65 or 70 feet. Then, if that works.
So he goes down to like right at its level.
Yep.
So he sits just above it.
Like 20 or what? Like 10 or 15 feet.
Yeah. Haru would see. Whoops.
Oh no, my bird!
2 individuals.
That's great.
Anything else? That was
No,
his action.
That was his action to dash. So I don't think he's got anything else. And unless if he, I don't think he's smart enough to do that. What's his int? Oh, -4. Yeah. Okay. He's
he
gonna
doing?
stay right there. Yeah, that's his turn.
Okay. That will bring us to one of the warriors who sees the bird dive down behind him, and he's going to move up and make an attack at Haru.
Is he within reach?
How? Oh, he's 10 feet up, right? Essentially.
Yeah, above the fog.
No. So he'll actually won't. He'll hold his position.
Oh, my bird!
That will end his turn.
Oh, strange bird, kill it!
God. Well, now that's the problem. That's the problem too. Like, the bird. It's not like the bird speaks common. Like to be like, rah, people,
Vidar.
rah.
That brings us to Vidar. What are you doing?
I'm going to use 10 feet of my movement to hop down here,
Okay.
and I'm going to recklessly attack. And I have disadvantage, so that it's going to be a straight roll.
Okay.
26 to hit
26 will hit.
for 17 bludgeoning. Holy! That's almost max damage. I'm always surprised by that.
Wow.
You run up and you swing the hammer into his midsection. You hear a crack and almost like a crushing, like wet sound as the rib cage just collapses in on itself, and he just doubles over.
I'm going to look at Mathan and the two Beornings here, and I'm going to say, "Get to the top of the hill!"
You can't tell me what to do.
And I'm not even going to respond to that. I'm going to use 20 more feet of my movement, so this is 30 total to get here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my second attack on this guy. And this will be with advantage.
This is like a pogo stick with his fucking hammer just on
26
top of
to hit.
dudes.
For
26
9
will hit.
bludgeoning.
9, you come up and you like hit or you swing right at his midsection again, but he catches you at the last second and is able to hold up his club and deafen the blow just ever so slightly.
You bought yourself a few more seconds. That's my turn.
All right, Salphos.
Brady. Oh yeah, you can hear me good. I wasn't muted. All right. Which of this is difficult terrain? Like if I dash like that, would that be good?
Well, you can only see 20 feet ahead of you.
But I saw the hill
Oh,
earlier.
right.
You saw the hill. You don't know what the base of the hill looks like. Not
True.
from the distance you saw it from. So you don't know until you get there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get there and see what happens with my cunning action.
All right. Well, you stop at the base of the hill right about here.
Okay, doke.
That was 25 feet. The rest is difficult terrain to get up to the side of the hill.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so 35, 45, 55. Okay. And I can't. Do I get that right?
Sorry, excuse me.
Bless you.
You get to right
Thank you.
there.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. That will bring us to the front line. As soon as I get a character sheet up.
Too many character sheets.
Oh no. I'm afraid of this fog.
It's more afraid of you than you
I
are.
know, the one that blunted your attack ever so slightly. He does get pushed back a few feet, and he uses the momentum and turns around and brings up the club to attack the Beorning on the other side of him.
No,
and with a
no,
14
no!
hits.
Attack me!
You should just yell, "Oh, what? I'm not worth it."
Okay, and then that archer is now in immediate danger, so he will cease firing upon the field and turn to make an attack at Salphos.
Good, that gives you guys some dex, saves you from some dex saves.
And with a natural 1, it just goes wide right over his shoulder.
Whoops.
Oh,
That will end their turns. This guy is going to move this direction and disappear out of Haru's sight.
Okay.
That will end their turns.
Oh, right, because he's 10 feet up. Okay.
Yep, that brings us to the Beornings. This Beorning is going to make, with a 21 will hit. And with you see as he initially gets attacked, he sidesteps and comes down and just cuts with an axe right across the bare chest of the guy. You can't tell where the red paint begins and the blood starts, but
Nice kill! Nice kill!
natural 20.
Oh,
That's what
Thanks,
flanking
bud.
gets ya.
Yeah, thanks for the advantage. And with that, they're going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. They're going to move right here. And fearing not to move much further without the rest of you. Hearing what else had happened. That will end their turn. Mathan.
Alright, well, that boy dead. I'm actually gonna use my action to dash. I think I calculated a second ago. Hold on 1 second. Boom. 30. 45. 60. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use my thing to dash. Boom.
So, what path
up
did you
there.
take?
Sure, I'll just show it to you.
Take 10
Just
attacks of
straight line
opportunity.
there.
Yeah, really?
Oh wait, that's a bad guy in front of me?
You don't know.
You don't know,
see
'cause
20
it's the
feet.
fog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a guy next to me. I was like, that was a Beorning, I thought. So I went boop, or where was I? No, I was here. So there, to there.
So along the path.
Okay, so as you make your move, you get up to this point, and
Okay.
I'll show you what you see at that point because it all happens pretty quickly. 20 feet from you.
I keep forgetting there's a fog effect.
I put it on the map. You can physically see it.
I know,
You said it
but
before.
it's like, I know, but it's like, I keep forgetting, like, that's a thing.
So as you run through the fog, you get up sort of the midsection
Oh my
where the
God.
barriers sort of pincer the wall or the road, and you get almost right in front of one of these Viglundites, and you see in one hand he is holding the axe, but in his left hand he's holding a torch. And that triggers his held action as he holds it out in front of him and drops it. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Did I burn through all my good ones? Nah.
16. You take...
No points of damage because I catch it mid-drop.
Wow, you are lucky. As he drops the torch and it falls to the ground as you run up through here, and you see it hit the ground, and you notice immediately beneath you the ground seems dampened, it's soaked. And as the torch hits the ground, the whole area around you ignites into a wall of fire.
A little hot.
You take 12 fire damage
it's
as you enter the
animated!
space.
It's animated fire!
That hurted it.
Ooh! Guys, look at the shiny effects!
So you got to this point, you're currently
is very-
standing in fire.
He is very amused.
I will leave it up to you if you wish to finish your movement at this point.
I'm actually going to continue moving to out of the fire. And I'm pissed at this guy right now, so I'm going to end his fucking career.
1
Is that-
second,
Go for it.
as I'm just reading something real quick.
Go for it.
I like this music. This is awesome. It's totally a different vibe than like anything else we've done.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Alright. Let me go. There's that. That. Oof.
The 25 and the 15 will hit, the 8 will miss.
Okay. Boom and boom.
Yeah, as you immediately you just feel the flames lick the side of you, and you feel your skin start to sizzle under your armor. You step out in just an absolute anger. Your cloak has embers and little bits of fire burning off of it as you come out of the wall of fire, and you just immediately attack this individual, and you just drive your swords into him. You break through his shield and actually get right past all of his armor.
Oh. Oh, snap.
Mathan's about to have a bad day.
No, that's these guys. If I action surge, am I allowed to move and attack again?
Did you use all your movement?
Not all of it, no.
The dash?
The dash.
You used your wait a minute. You used your half dash
wait.
to get to this point, so technically you couldn't even make the attack.
Yes, you're right. Okay, then read it out.
So,
oh man, that was so bad.
We'll quickly retcon that. He's still alive.
Okay.
I mean,
If you do action surge here, you can attack.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
But
so we'll. Then what?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah. So just so we don't have to undo pretty much that whole thing. Whoever's going nuts down there with that, I think it's Matt.
The arrow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll action surge, and that'll be my thing. Is I'll pop out of the fire to attack Joe Smo here.
You do have advantage on your next roll, Kevin.
Appreciate it. Awesome.
Oh,
All right.
fun.
Okay.
Polymorph.
And then, real quick, I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 plus my level.
Yeah, you're gonna need those hit points.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, really. Like, I'm looking at these guys, be like, I might have made a mistake, but fuck it. 14.
14?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can heal 14. That will end your turn, and at the end of your turn, you take 23 fire damage.
Whoa!
As the flames are now hot, like 20 feet high and expanding 60 feet in across the field, the heat is just so intense that just being within vicinity of it, it is dealing damage.
Oh, snap!
Jeez.
You see from your perspective, you fired 4 arrows, you killed the 2 archers, and you take a moment to think as you see Southos get up the hill, and at that moment you hear the and you look out and you see black smoke just arcing above the battlefield, and you see the orange lights just flickering off of the fog.
So I was going to ask too, does the fog remain then, or does it shift or dissipate around that area because of the fire? Like, do I not see those people there, basically, is what I'm asking?
Has anyone taken physics? Does that work?
I mean,
Would fire push a fog away?
Well, fog is usually like colder condensed air, and then fire is hotter air, so you would cause some type of tornadic.
it would be
Science!
localized. It would be localized around the fire. It wouldn't blast fog out from the whole area.
So it remains.
From your perspective, yeah, it's not going to clear
Okay.
the whole field.
Okay,
At
that's
least not
like-
within 6 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. Question number 2. Because I can still see Haru. And I know I had him move down. I guess in a manner, since he stopped and he saw people right there, is there or is there not any indication of him kind of like projecting in a way that he found something? Probably not, I guess.
I mean, would you have trained him to do that?
I mean, in probably regular scouting missions, I'm sure that if he can come back and give a letter, I'm sure there are some certain tricks or whatever to say like, hey, I found people, but at the same time, he's also far away, so I mean, it's just a theoretical question.
You probably hear him squawking. What that means is up to you.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I would like to continue stealthing.
Matt, I don't appreciate you measuring my wall.
Well, I'm trying to get around it.
I'm still in rough terrain, right?
Yes, as long as you are in the forest, you are in rough terrain.
So it will take my full regular movement to get like right here.
Yes.
That's 15 feet. Okay. If I used an action to... If I used an action after moving there... actually, you know what? I'm just gonna move there first and then see if I can perceive anything through the fog right there.
Not within 20 feet as you look around.
Okay. So then could I possibly... Would it be possible to use my action to do extra... I guess if it's dashing, technically I can't stay stealthed then, because that's not regular movement.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I was hoping to kind of stealth forward and still try to be quiet, but not just run in and run into a group of people. Is what I'm basically trying to do.
Isn't your feature is that you can move at a normal pace, stealth?
In the wilderness.
You're still in the wilderness.
Okay, then I will try to maintain stealth and use my... But then I go out in the open, which would break it like it did for Salphos. You know what, I'm just gonna move...
You also don't know that happened to Salphos.
That's fair.
He ran 20 feet ahead of you, and then you haven't seen him until he emerged on the hill.
That's fair. Okay, do I see the tent and stuff right here?
Is it within 20 feet?
It's within...
It's 35 feet away. You see, like, the point of it poking above the fog.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to dash to go over here to try to remain in some sort of hiding spot.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Anything? Okay. Haru.
Nom 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 nom. Haru is going to... What is he now? He's 10 feet in the air, so this guy is 25 feet from him.
Yes.
Something
roughly.
like that. Haru is going to... Yeah. Haru's gonna fly this way and claw at the guy's back of the head.
Go for it. Roll attacks.
Ow, 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 ow,
Suddenly,
ow,
squawk!
Squawk, squawk,
It's gonna be a
motherfucker.
Talon, and that's a natural Uno.
He just brings up his weapon, and Haru just clamps down on it, and he's able to shove him off.
Dang it! Haru, do better. That's my turn.
All right, that brings us to the warriors. With the fire ignited, that one is dead. This one is going to consolidate and move this direction.
Interesting.
And they are going to lift their shields and like just stand in like a readied stance, and that will end their turn. That will bring us to the two lieutenants, who are appropriately named Outlaw in initiative order. And they're both going to throw a spear at Mathan.
Oh,
Don't
God.
get, bitch.
First one is a 13, the second one is a 20.
20 will hit.
6 piercing damage as the first
I'm so
spear comes
fucked.
flying through, and you take your two swords and you parry it off to the side, but the second one you didn't see coming through the fog impales you.
What is the spear?
Gets a little
But
bit
a
into your
giant
armor,
arrow?
and then it falls off. That will end their turns. Vidar.
Well, if I'm dying
Okay,
here,
I'm
it's
gonna
be
call
good.
out to the Beornings. I'm gonna say, do not get near the wall of fire. Go around. And I'm gonna use my movement to basically, I don't know if you can see my yellow arrow.
I
Yeah.
don't actually.
I'll measure it out, but I'm gonna use my movement to go here.
Okay.
Since I have 45 feet of movement, hopefully that gets me out and around the wall of fire without actually touching it.
Or running into anything else.
And I'm gonna come up to that guy with the shield.
Okay, so as you rush across the battlefield through the fog, you get close enough where you can hear the fire, and it's reflecting off of the fog. And a bit of it has cleared away from this area, but you do get further in, and at a certain point, you notice a warrior on the other side.
Yeah.
And you run up to him.
I'd
and
be
as
able
you
to
move up
see
to
it
him,
from firewall.
Yeah, as you get closer, you would see him. But as you get up to him, that triggers his held action, and he will make an attack at you.
Yeah, stab me.
18.
18 hits. Do your
Two
worst.
very different reactions.
6 slashing as you come running out of the fog, and almost instantly before you could register that somebody was there, he brings his axe in like almost an uppercut and gets just right underneath your rib cage. Doesn't get too much penetration, but it was enough to cause some damage.
And I
Go
don't
ahead.
slow down. In my fury, I just barrel through the attack with my warhammer, and I'm going to recklessly attack him.
Go for it.
27 and 14. I don't think
27 will hit, the 14 will just barely miss.
I was going to say, I don't think 14 hits, but that's
Ooh.
17 bludgeoning. Ooh.
Yep, as you you actually lean into the attack as he makes it, and you just bring up your hammer, you spin it over your head, and you come down, and you actually bang right into the shield and push it back into him. That almost, you think you might have heard a crack, but he is still up.
That's my turn.
Delphos.
Alrighty. Am I muted? I don't ever know if I'm okay. I'm not muted. Sweet. I'm gonna take 5 feet step and I'm gonna whack.
Whack.
Go for it.
Whack. That don't hit.
The 12 will miss.
Alright, we're gonna whack again.
The
Whack.
20 will hit as you flip the broadsword over so you actually smack him with the flat side of it to actually make a sword do a whack.
Yes.
Swords don't whack.
Alright, so it's gonna be -2 damage since it doesn't have. So it's only 10 damage.
I'm
since,
sorry.
since the shadow minion thing isn't
Is
active.
it too much to ask for more narrative in your attacks, everyone?
What have I been doing?
I didn't call you out. Did I just call you out?
Alright, fine. I'll do the next one. I do like
Um,
whacking.
Such a good
Whacking.
job.
So 10.
Yes, 10.
Like, I'm just looking at the map, and Mathan has a wall of fire to his back
Yep.
and an army on
Yep.
Enough
in
to
front
kill
of him, and I'm just like,
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
Yep, that is enough to kill him as you bring up the sword and you just drive it through his back as he was still, or right into his midsection as he was focused on you, but he didn't have any melee weapons out to block it.
Mathan walked through that wall of fire, and I'm just, Rhino thinks Mathan's dead. He saw him go up there, and then the wall of fire popped up. No more Mathan.
Any other movement or bonus actions? Zelphos?
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah. Oh, he dead.
Yeah. That will bring
Now
us
stay
to
up on the hill.
9. That is all dead. That will bring us to the lieutenants, who are going to use their last 2 spears and throw them both at Mathan.
Get bitch.
The lieutenants do have 2 different initiatives, by the way.
That's right, they do. 22 for 5
Yep.
piercing. The lieutenants were the only one I didn't roll as a
Yeah.
mob or a horde, so
Yeah.
so that was just one of them. That will end his turn as he throws the spear, and then he brings out one of his a short sword. Beornings, heeding the wise counsel to go around the wall of 20-foot fire.
Yeah, don't walk in the fire, guys. super tactical mind right there.
This one's going to move, use its action to dash and move there. And that's essentially what they're all going to
Yeah.
do. Just depends on their movement.
They're not as speedy as me.
Catch up, Beornings.
All right, that will end their turn. Mathan.
I'm almost
right.
as fast as a horse.
If I'm going down, having some fun.
Oh
So-
God.
I'm gonna run up to this guy, and I'm gonna do some hacky and some slashy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Was that guy holding an action?
Or just say you're gonna control Brian the
He
whole time
was.
with just simplified attack action, hacky and slashy whack.
I'll stop narrating shit for you guys then.
It's only fair.
We walked. Yes, we walked far.
As you do run up, he does try to make his held action attack at you with a 14.
Miss.
As it goes wide as you sidestep, and then you just unload on him with your swords. Is this the one you had advantage on?
He has
Oh,
advantage on the
He had a
the
roll.
20 and the 18, unless you want to change it.
The 20 will hit. I mean, it's on your next roll.
It's my
10.
17.
What?
No,
You said next roll. Sorry. I thought you meant after
your
that.
next roll is the 2018. Yeah, so that's what you
Yeah.
have advantage on.
Okay. I thought it was after
The two 20s will hit.
that. Okay. Shabam and shabam.
I mean, 22. That's solid.
Yeah.
Yep, as you just cut him down.
Okay, and then
You actually run up and you basically put both swords together and you just come to the side and just cut out from his midsection and move off of him to the next person.
Okay, so my next question. One of the benefits, DM, of Bane of the Dunedain, is that a bonus action?
Let me look at the item sheet. No, that would be an action.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna move a little bit more away from the fire.
Okay.
Cause fuck that. And that's my turn. We'll see if I live another round, kids.
Oh, jeez.
Nayla.
Well,
Stop it.
Moving away from the wall of fire. Good call.
Yeah, I'm being fucking serious, actually.
Rally outside. Catch me outside.
Who dat?
That's the warriors.
Oh.
And then here's the
They look-
lieutenants.
They look so cool.
Oh my god. How long did
Like,
it
won't
take
be
you
eye
to
touch.
design all these guys?
Longer than he should have.
Too long. Take your turn.
Well, they look very
I see,
good.
DM prep takes hours.
Yeah. Do I see anything within 20 feet of this location?
You do not, other than the objects that would be within the range.
Okay, then I'm going to move. I don't like this.
Yeah, as you're determining what to do, you can hear the flames, and you actually just hear the cacophony of a melee coming from that direction.
I assume I don't even think I could try to hear anything else above all that noise. So, can I, so it's 20 feet, right?
20 feet is your visibility, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to first creep like 10, or I think that was 15 feet here. She's just creeping more through the field to just kind of keep scouting and look and see if she can see anything as she quietly goes through.
You see nothing.
20 feet? Oh, that's 25 feet. Balls. All right, I'm going to move another 5 then.
Yeah, you see him now.
Yeah, I see him. And like, okay. I'm gonna look for my bird, because I saw my bird go down. Can I go down that way another 5 feet?
Yep, you see them.
Okay, that's good enough. The guy that Haru tried to attack, I am going to attack with my bow.
Okay.
So, yeah, she was kind of prepping. She had it half knocked, and then as soon as she saw Haru and the guy, she just quickly shoots.
All right. So you just skulk around through the fog until you
Yep.
see you start seeing silhouettes, and you start moving in that direction until it eventually clears up. You can see clearly. You fire 2 arrows. A 24 will hit. The 14 will miss.
Ah. 9 piercing.
9 piercing. As he takes it and he just looks up over in your direction.
Cool. that's her turn, because she has nothing for bonus actions.
Haru.
Haru is going to take that opportunity that Nayla gave as a distraction to do another talon attack at that guy.
Okay, go ahead.
You good, bird? Bird! 16, bird!
16.
Bird.
16 will hit.
This bird's a word.
Arrow, as the arrow hits the lieutenant, and he immediately takes his attention towards you, Haru swoops in and takes his metal talons and just starts digging away at his shoulder, which gets enough penetration through the armor. You have to take 8 piercing damage.
Okay, he
Good bird.
never hits. I'm very
bird.
surprised.
Is that his turn?
Yes, sorry, that is his turn.
All right, that will bring us to the warriors now, who are going to move one towards Vidar and one towards Mathan. And they will each make 2 attacks.
All attacks have advantage against me.
Oh, wow.
Vidar, the first ones are 23 and a 19.
Both hit.
Total of 16 slashing, so you can have that to 8.
Okay.
And Mathan, your 2 attacks. First one is a 10,
Miss.
and the next one is an 18.
Beats it.
5 slashing.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Ooh, Nelly.
not
How
bad.
you looking?
Huh?
How you looking, Mathan?
I didn't hear no bell.
Oh, no!
All right. That brings us to the first lieutenant, and in all fairness, since he made his attack prematurely, he's just going to move into position, and I'm going to forego the attack because he attacked out of turn last time.
Oh, fair enough.
Vidar.
I'm gonna attack the same guy I attacked first. Recklessly. Bam.
Go for it.
21. 11 bludgeoning.
Yep. You
As I
bring up the hammer and you actually swing it around to almost be like in a knife grip, and you swing it up right underneath the chin, and you just you see the eyes roll back, and he just slumps over like a rag doll.
And then while my hammer's up in the, I'm just gonna try to bring it down across the head of the other guy.
Okay.
Just leaving
Another
myself
21.
wide open.
Yep. Another 21. Go ahead and roll damage.
12 bludgeoning as I smack him across the face with my hammer.
Yep, it's the first one. Uppercuts the first guy, and you come up and you follow through. You spin it around and you come back down at an angle. You just barely miss the head, but you were able to get into the shoulder, and it just caves in on itself as it was the side without his shield.
Ow.
12 damage, but he is still standing.
That's
Holy
right, I was
shit.
turn.
Stelphos.
That
At
point
the
I was
top
killing
at the
myself.
top of this round, the grasslands continue to catch fire, and the fire begins to spread.
Oh, no!
Stelphos.
Oh, that's not good.
No!
No. Let me think here.
Oh, that no.
Where is this? It's still in the 5. There's and now like 10 up. Is there more iterations
What?
for the fire?
It just
I
expanded.
made it longer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You made it longer. Okay, it didn't go wider. Okay. All right. Well, I think we get cunning action. Is this difficult terrain up here on the front side?
Only to move down it. Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be what, 5, and then difficult. So this be 15.
Yeah. 15.
Just jump. Just
25.
run and just jump.
25.
Okay. 30.
Tuck and roll.
And then one more would be the 5. Like once you're down there.
So this is 35, and then
Yeah.
40. Okay. 45, 50, 55. Right.
Holy
We'll move
cow.
That dash, bro. Alright, then we'll attack that guy. We're going to go with a nice overhead swing right at the shoulder.
Yeah, you sort of slide down the hill, and you just make a dash towards the fire, and as you get closer, the silhouettes start to form, and you're able to pick out where the enemy is. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
That hill is a good vantage
Okay.
point, that's for sure.
Okay. Trying to remember. Now, do I get advantage for being within 5? No, I just get sneak attack auto. Okay. So attack 1. Come on, roll 20. I clicked it.
It's thinking.
Dip up. There we go.
There it is.
27.
And-
What number do I want to give you?
And then second attack.
Holy fucking moly.
26 will hit.
All right, so these are going to be -2 each, so 8 and 15, so that is 23, and then sneak attack damage. 29.
I mean, when
Yep,
you
Back up, and then right through the center.
Whoa.
Yeah, as you come down, you rush over, you place your sword over your shield, and you sort of just drive into his back and make 2 quick cuts and come back off into a defensive position. That your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do. That's all my actions.
Okay. That'll bring us to
Yeah.
this outlaw. Who sees his flank buckling and is going to move over, triggering an attack of opportunity from Haru if he chooses to take it.
Heck yeah, Talon!
oh,
Do the thing!
yes, come to me.
Natural 20 from Haru. Go ahead and roll damage.
Haru!
It's 11.
Yep. As he just digs
Putting in
into like the
work.
side of his neck and gets right into the meaty part, and you see blood just start to drip out, and the guy actually just flings off Haru, gets him off him. Haru like
Oh, snap.
reverts back
If a
to
bird,
his position.
if a bird disrespected me like that, I would walk back to it and kill it.
Guys, this is the most Haru has done in the entire campaign.
Props to Haru.
The lieutenant is going to make 2 attacks at
With
Vidar at
advantage.
advantage.
Yep.
First one is a 14, which
Misses. Hit me.
The second one is a 22,
Yes.
which
hit
will
me.
be 10 piercing for 5. That will end his turn. Brings us to the Beornings.
Good.
He's going to
good
move up
Beornin, Beornin.
15,
All them Beornings.
30, and they're just going to dash to get about here because they still can't see anything, and when he gets there, we'll use the rest of his movement to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That's
Oh, I
some,
can see one of my friends actually. I
Yeah.
can see Vidar.
I can see you.
That will
Hey!
end their turn. Mathan.
He's not here.
Oh,
He loses his turn. No.
I'll give him 10 seconds.
Or I mean, since I have the same initiative, I can go. I probably have higher dex than him anyway.
I do know, since he asked about a action, I'm assuming he has something planned, so I don't want to completely step on him right now.
Okay.
But if he takes too long, then I will move along.
Oh crap,
Nathan,
can
you're
he
up.
still hear us? You're muted. Now you're
Yeah,
not.
I was saying, sorry, I had to take a brief step away. Alright, what's
problem.
happening to me?
It's
How
your
bad am I
turn.
getting fucked?
It's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Oh! Cool, alright. I'm gonna flank this Lieutenant Boy here.
Lieutenant Boy. From,
You're just gonna
from
attack?
New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn left and I'm gonna smack him with my dick.
Wasn't sure if you were gonna do it. Wasn't sure if you were gonna do a thing because you asked about it last round.
No, not this. That it was gonna be determining on a couple things.
Okay.
Boom, boom, and bang. Woo!
Woo!
18, 23, and a natural 20. All 3 will hit.
Wow, Mathan.
Fuck him, and an extra special. Fuck him.
Man, we
That was-
all roll pretty decently
Those
with
were
attacks.
those were at the lieutenant, correct?
Yes, this boy.
The one in front of you.
But when
Yes.
it comes to audiences, we all suck.
Yeah. So you take your 2
Yeah.
swords and you basically cut an X into his chest, and on the last attack you bring up both swords and you just put it right between, and you just cut the throat.
Oh!
Down you go. And yeah, that's it for Mathan. I have my moment of glory. I'm ready to
All right,
see the Valkyries.
Nayla.
Okay, well, I see my... Let's see. Do I hear the fighting that's happening over here with Mathan and Salphos?
You hear it everywhere.
Everywhere?
You hear the clanging of metal on metal as swords are being parried. You hear the chainmail. You hear grunting and yelling. You hear the roar of the fire. You hear
bones
everything.
snapping.
It is literally the chaos of the battle. You have sound
Okay.
coming from all sides of you.
Okay, I'm going to kind of run up to Haru to check if he's okay. Make sure he's okay because I haven't seen him in a while. But then I'll should be able to see everything now between both sides of me. Based on the noise.
Yes.
Almost everything. I can at least see almost all of my friends. Okay. Okay, I'm going to... Between Vidar and Mathan, who looks more beat up? I guess I know that answer,
That's a rhetorical question.
Okay.
I'm
so
great.
As Nayla kind of runs... Ow, my elbow! As Nayla kind of runs forward and prepares to knock 2 more arrows and takes a brief look around after checking Haru, she'll see that Mathan seems to be a little more dicey in terms of a situation, and she'll go ahead and knock the 2 and attack. This guy's friendly, right? Yeah, that's a Beorning.
That's a Beorning.
So she'll attack the guy on the other side of Mathan with
Okay.
two arrows. Badoop, a 22 and a 24.
Both will hit.
Yay! Nom 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 nom. 7.
Yeah.
11.
As you make your attacks and you
Get the Slurpee.
as you pull back from your attack, you hear there's 2 arrows whiz right past your face and hitting a guy as he was rearing up to come behind you for an attack. 7, and you see him take right in the chest. He doubles back and goes as he starts coughing up blood, and his shoulders just sink. Breathes heavily, but he is still up.
Oh man! And so after she does that, you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Point. No, 1.
1 hit point.
He's at 1.
Oh. So after that happens, Nayla lowers her bow ever so slightly, and you hear her shout, "You okay, Mathan?" And as she does that, she prepares to do another attack, but then does a quick whistle to initiate Haru's action and turn and whatever.
Haru.
Haru, after the whistle, is going to fly over. Wait, let me reread this help thing because I always get it wrong.
You have to take the help action. He has to be within melee range.
Yeah. He's gonna fly. So he has to be within melee range of the person he's helping.
Of the target that's getting. Yeah.
Okay. So Haru.
Yeah. He can't
will-
help Vidar from back here.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna have him fly to Vidar. He's gonna
Oh, well,
fly.
that's kind.
Whoop, and he's gonna help Vidar. So
Okay.
you see Haru fly up from behind, and he's just like, "I'm ready." That's his turn.
Okay. That will bring us to the warriors. This one, after seeing his lieutenant fall and getting pelted with 2 arrows that are now probably like 1.5 inches of penetration into his chest,
Oof.
he is going to reassess the situation. He's going to disengage,
Go for the kill.
and he's going to attempt to retreat.
Oh.
Am I allowed to attack?
He disengaged,
Oh.
and
Pussy ass
after
bitch.
20 feet, you cannot see him through the fog.
Oh crap.
That brings us to the other one, who will make 2 attacks at Vidar.
With advantage.
Yes, he will. Once I find the character sheet, there it is. 2 natural 20s.
That's what I want. Let's go.
Let's see. Let's just get
me
a
as high
total
as you
calculator
can.
here.
Oh my god.
Make me as bloody as Mathan.
Total of 30 slashing. Which will be 15 for you.
Oh my god,
I mean,
dude.
30 sounds like a lot, but when you have to 15, that's a big difference. 15's
Yeah.
not as much.
Yeah. As you're focused on the lieutenant who's in front of you initially, the warrior comes up beside you and just rears up with his axe and brings it right down, almost hitting the neck, but right to the clavicle, and it goes right through a soft spot in your armor and gets a real good deep slice into you.
Actually, can I narrate that I try to block with my arm and it bites deep in my arm, like I catch it in my hand, and it just bites into my neck. I don't know.
Sure, but as the second attack comes back up, because he makes 2.
I pull my hand away and he hits my neck. Ow.
That will bring us to that outlaw who is dead, or the lieutenant. Vidar.
So I have help from Haru against this guy who just got 2 natural 20s on me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my first attack against him. A damn 21 for 16 bludgeoning. I'm gonna grab his axe with my bare hand, the edge of it, just move it out of the way and just smash him in the face with my hammer. And then I'm going to step here, and then I'm going to use my second attack on the lieutenant with advantage for flanking.
Okay.
For 21
Cool.
for
21
16
hit.
bludgeoning. As
You
I
just make
run behind
quick
him
work for these 2.
and slam him in the back of the head with my hammer.
All right. You feel the dent as you make it into the skull, and he just falls on it, both of his knees, and just slumps over. The grass getting stained with the blood coming out of his head now.
Is that everything?
Anything else?
I mean, no, that's my turn.
Okay.
I say,
Salvos.
hi, Nayla.
Well, that guy's dead.
I killed one.
Nice. I'm gonna move over to this guy, and I'm going to
Whoa.
take
That's
a
an ally.
slash.
That's an
an
ally.
Ally.
Oh, that's right.
It's a confusion. He's announced an attack. He's committing to an attack. Go ahead and roll your attack. That's what you were gonna do. Your friends do not see this happen or happen.
Well, now
Natural 1. You just, and the Beorning just steps out of the way and looks right at you like, "Oh, you daft!
I knew you were
Yeah.
a spy.
Should have killed you last night."
Oh no.
I thought this was a lady.
He's not.
Oh.
The one on the far right.
Oh yeah.
Far right. The dude you attacked.
Well, that's fine.
You make your
Oh,
first
man.
attack and it just completely whiffs as they step out of the way, and at that moment you realize you are attacking an ally.
So much fog. Alright, well then we will just cunning action then, and we're gonna go over. We'll go up here and start looking.
Okay. As you dart off back towards the center of the camp. Brings us
That'll
to
be
him,
it.
who is dead. The Beornings, who are just sort of gonna like move about and look around, looking for more Viglunds. Brings us to Mathan.
Mathan, do you want to trigger another wall of fire?
No,
What?
Sure.
rather not.
Did you
I'm
see
gonna
the
go.
person run west, Mathan?
I did. That's what I'm debating if I want to go do. I'm pretty fucked up, so I'm gonna say. Yeah, you know what? You only live once. I'm gonna go west and try
Yes!
to find this bull. 9, 10, 15. So I'm gonna go 20 feet this way. Do I run into him or see anything? Oh, I have 10 more feet. Come here, boy. I'm gonna run up to him. I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it. 25 will hit.
He said he only had 1 hit point, so we're just gonna do a little overkill on that one.
You
Just
killed
decapitate
a
him.
retreating man.
Not the
Yep.
first time you guys have killed something retreating.
Yeah, we literally shot a man.
You're all
So,
a bunch
I'm
of
just
murder hobos.
I'm just
Hey.
gonna run up and just decapitate him.
We didn't
And-
murder that one band of orcs and goblins who came across us. We talked with them.
All right.
Yes,
so
we'll
you-
kill our own kind easily, but not the random band of orcs and goblins.
Salphos is over here trying to attack an ally. Nathan's over here violating the Geneva Convention.
No
So
witnesses.
you track down the retreating warrior and you just cut him down from behind. That will end your turn, Nayla.
Water? Buckets of water for fire? Is there anywhere? Are there things for fire? No.
No, is there?
Oh.
You're standing on the road in the middle of the encampment.
God dang it. I'm going to. Okay, I'll move 20 feet forward to move toward the fire. Do I happen to see anything that helps put the fire out after its job is done or something?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh,
do you
okay.
think?
I'm gonna at least try.
Yeah.
11!
At 11, you quickly look around. You don't see any supplies or equipment laying here.
Okay, well then I'll turn around and look at the, or shout to my friends because I think now I'm out of range of everybody. Yes. And I'm gonna be like, is that everybody? And that's my turn.
Yeah, so you move up that far and you can feel the wall of heat from where you're standing. And you quickly look around and you don't find anything. And you just shout out to your friends. That ends your turn. And at the end of your turn,
Yeah.
Oh no.
you take
Yeah.
22 fire damage.
I thought I was far away enough!
Within 10 feet.
Oh,
Within 10 feet.
I thought it was 5! Oh crap. I'm sorry, what did you say, 22?
22 fire damage.
Yeah, I'm staying the fuck away from that.
Alright. Balls. I thought I was smart. Question then.
Are you about to
Is
ask
Ha-
about Haru?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't catch it. So he got lucky.
Okay.
Because that fire damage would put Haru down.
I mean,
We'd be eating.
it's his turn. It's his turn now,
I
so.
I know. I think it's if he starts his turn in it too.
We're gonna be eating. We're gonna be eating some chicken tonight.
Shush. Oh no, I really thought it was 5.
Nope. No, it doesn't. He's not inside the fire. He just ended. You have to end your turn within 10 feet of it. If you start your turn in the fire, that's different. So starting it is not going to trigger it here.
So he's gotta get out of there.
It's
He
Haru's
got
turn,
lucky.
and he's lucky I missed it.
I mean,
He's lucky I missed it. Let's go.
okay. I was gonna say,
I'm not
I
gonna
guess I'm
debate
curious
further.
what it would have been, but
You really want to know?
yeah.
25.
He'd still be up.
Yeah, but his feathers would be singed.
Birdie! Okay, he's gonna fly up to Haru. God, Vidar.
Okay.
And he's just gonna kind of land next to his similar dwarf-sized friend, and he's just gonna be like, and look around. That's it.
Okay.
Because I don't really know what to do right
Warriors are dead?
now.
Vidar.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna tell the Beornings. Let's go check the tents. And I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I can see the point of the tent, so I'm just gonna make my way to it. I don't see anyone else.
You don't see anyone else as you move through the fog.
I peek in the tent.
Seems empty.
Okay. I have enough movement to get to the second tent too, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna peek in that tent.
Seems empty.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, bring us to the top of the round. At this point, it appears the danger has passed, so we're going to exit initiative order. With you, Lot, seemingly have beaten back the defenses of the forest gate.
Seemingly.
Mm-hmm.
So, that ball of fire, is it just burning still?
It's burning.
Does it look like it's
Depending on-
spreading or burning itself out?
How long do you watch it?
I watch it for like a minute.
I'm gonna move away.
It starts dying
Okay.
Okay.
conveniently after a minute.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it does. It is
Oh,
shrinking.
wow.
I'm gonna
And
walk
Mason's
up.
just gonna
I'm
limp
gonna
back
walk
over
up to
towards his,
Mason. And I'm gonna say,
companions.
I'm just gonna be like,
Yep.
"How you did well, Mason. Good job." And I'm gonna smack him really hard on the back.
Oh,
Thanks. Yep. Great. Wonderful.
I just swear, I thought you died in that fire.
That was close.
I'm going to gather the surviving Beornings, I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna say, you fought well. I'm sorry for the loss of your friends.
Hey, we knew the duties of protecting these lands, and we will do what is necessary.
Well, it seems these lands, at least this gate, is now ours.
For the time being, I doubt they're going to relinquish it that easily. We best prepare for a counterattack.
Yes.
I agree.
Yep. I might take a short rest on that one.
After some time, hour or so, as the morning, as you did this like right at the break of dawn,
Good breakfast fight.
the fog begins to dissipate as the earth warms with the rays of the sun, and the fog clears out, and you can pretty much see in all directions. The encampment or the barricades went out in a circle on the essentially the other side of the hill towards Mirkwood. But from what you could see, there is no immediate hostilities or anybody nearby for the time being.
Yep. I'm gonna take me a short rest. I don't care what y'all say.
Is there, even if we keep watch, is there really no way to try to do a long rest or anything? Okay.
Nope.
Yep. So we're just gonna do this.
Too bad we don't got healers.
Did we, was it, what was it that we said last stream that I could use hit dice for Haru too? Or was it
Oh,
one?
jeez. I think I gave him like a D6 or something. I don't remember.
Okay. Mom. Alright, I'm gonna at least roll some hit dice for me.
All right, so as the fog clears, all of you sort of consolidate and slump down and take a breather and just sort of bandage up. Take some drinks of water, get a breather, and plot your next moves. What would we like to do?
Well, we're gonna need to prepare this for a counter assault. I think we can do better than they did as far as setting up defenses.
Are there... Yeah, I agree. Are there any
Can I
extra
go check out?
supplies
Yeah,
like
go
ahead.
arrows or anything?
Supplies?
Yeah, like arrows, extra arrows.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
What are you doing, Nathan?
I was kind of gonna do the same thing. I was gonna check out the tents and see if there's any like supplies or intel in here that can help us in our fight.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check as well. The two of you are looking for two different things.
Oh my god.
4 and a 5.
Fire got it all.
Nathan, you don't find any intelligence or anything for that matter to indicate what the enemy might be up to. Nayla, it is quite difficult to not find arrows, but most of the ones you find are either broken or burnt to ash. On top of the hill, you find sort of the arrow supply that they were using, but they had used a lot of them. You find about 5
Okay.
that are at least usable.
Okay.
I'm gonna gather the other Beornings, and I'm gonna run my ideas by him. I'm gonna say, I think we can pull the defensive line back a bit, and then dig some earthworks, like trenches. We can break down these barricades and use the wood from them to make pointed sticks for the trenches. Sort of try and funnel any
sticks. Monty Python reference.
I got it. What about pointed sticks?
and try to force any counterattack through areas we decide.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. We have limited manpower, and if they attack within the next day or so, I doubt we would be ready with all the earthworks. But we can get started for sure.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
Oh well, just direct us on what you want us to do, and we will try our best.
And so I want to pull the defensive circle tighter than the Viglunds had it. Just to, it makes less work and less resources to cover a wider area, if that makes sense. Well, so hopefully there's less gaps and it doesn't take as long to complete. And basically what I'm thinking is on either side of the road, dig trenches out and try to take as far back to the force as we can in a tight circle, and use the wooden barricades there to just fill them with sharp, to make essentially pitfall traps. So it's very hard to cross anywhere but the road.
So how deep and how wide are you looking to make these?
Only, I think only about 3 feet deep, and then having the spiked sticks, the sharpened sticks pointing outward, because the sharpened sticks are really what is gonna be a detriment to have to climb over.
So 3 feet deep, and you're just gonna angle them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any tools to do this?
Let me check. I might not. I'm proficient with many tools, but I do have miner's tools.
Okay.
I can pass that.
So
We can take shifts using those miner tools.
Yeah, your miner's tools probably has either one shovel or one pick.
Yeah.
I would leave it up to you, because odds are you're not carrying all of this all the time. Whatever one that you would be more accustomed to using would either be a shovel or a pick. It's up to you.
I'd probably say it's a shovel. I mean, I'm sorry, a pick. For as far if it's mining.
Okay.
That'll break the dirt up, and we'll just have to have to use buckets or just bare hands to move the dirt out of there. It'll be hard without a shovel, but.
Other than the Beornings, is anybody helping in this endeavor?
I'll help.
Yeah, I'll lend a hand.
So everybody's, other than Nayla, from what I'm hearing.
I would like to, as they work, I would just like to try my best in the fog to make a perimeter check. See if I hear or notice anything. It is dissipating. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Then I mean, I would still like to make a perimeter check with Haru.
Yeah, okay. So this is not going to be done in an hour. This is going to take time. So I'm
Yeah.
essentially looking as who is committed to doing this task. Helping off and on is one thing, but actually committed to trying to get as far as they can, and this is basically all they are doing. Who is helping?
I'm fully committed to the defenses.
I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
The Beornings are committed because they're essentially their lackeys.
Yes,
I'm
you
committed.
do what
Unless you-
I say.
Unless you tell one of them to do something else, all three are going to help with this. So Vidar and Salphos are fully committed. Mathan, are you committed or are you doing other things?
I'm committed.
Okay.
Things not that I say in my life, but anyway.
I appreciate the help, Nathan, but maybe you can find some food.
If you don't need me,
Right.
I can go hunt.
I mean, we do need all the hands we need, but we also, I think, we're gonna need some food. Because if we do have to wait here a day, hunger might
I mean-
weaken us.
I can try that while making a perimeter check if you guys want all hands on
Jeez.
deck, since you're all gonna help. Since you were all committing,
If you,
since I'm not.
yeah, if you think you can, if you want to do that, Nayla, that would be helpful. The more hands we have working on these defenses, the better.
Yeah, then I can do that while I'll go out farther than with my perimeter check to also find animal tracks to scout for food.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
That will be with advantage since I'm trying to track things with right? Tracking and investigation. Tracking other creature. Yeah, advantage on. Wait. Oh, that's when. Oh, when tracking others through the wilderness. Does that count?
Sure.
Okay. I don't want to
You
cheat.
haven't found anything to track yet, but sure.
Okay. Well, then I can. Okay. Whew.
22. Yeah, you find some small game.
Okay.
Rabbits, squirrels mostly. In addition to your perimeter check, if you pretty much dedicate the rest of your day to hunting, you can probably get enough for everybody.
Like 1 day of ration.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, I will go ahead and do that.
1 day
'cause-
for everybody.
Yeah. I will do that because I know we were already starving.
Okay.
Some of us, 2 of us.
Okay, so the Beornings under Form and Vidar begin digging away and moving about the barricades in order to make a better defensive structure to as best they can. Above you sits a thickened cloud of black smoke that will probably dissipate in some time. And beneath where the fire burned, the grass has been turned to black, and you can smell just the fire still in the air. But everybody gets to their tasks and begins attempting to present a better defensive position than the one they found. The day wanes on, and evening comes as you still work away, moving in shifts, taking short bits of rests as best you can. But eventually the sun sets, and it is night. You've taken the forest gate, but can you hold it?
Ugh.
That is where we're going to end tonight.
Ooh, no.
We will pick up again next week. So thank you all for joining us. We have our paint chat tomorrow, and that's it. That's all you get.
And you'll like it.
Check us out on Discord. If you can, do that survey from BattleBards. They're trying to stand up a new platform to help you all find RPG podcasts that you like, and so you can find them easier. And then other than that, we will see you all next week, and take a listen to Curse of Strahd if you want more of us while we're out. So thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.